The Dance of Survival, the Evolution of Motion in the Cambrian Seas. The Cambrian Seas were no place for the slow or the stupid. Every ripple in the water could mean life or death, and in this ancient theatre of survival, Haikuichthys, a small eel-like vertebrate, was about to discover that movement was more than just a way to get around. It was the difference between becoming a legend or becoming lunch. The birth of translation, the first step toward speed. At first, life was simple. Haikuichthys only knew how to move in a straight line, a neat rectilinear path slicing through the water. It wasn't elegant, but it got the job done, until, of course, the shadows arrived. Enter the arthropod, 4 times bigger, faster, and equipped with legs that scuttled like an executioner sharpening its blades. It didn't chase, it loomed. "You move like a worm," the arthropod might have sneered if it had lips. "At least I move," Haikuichthys would have shot back, darting away, but a straight path was predictable, and predictability, that got you eaten. The curved escape, a new form of motion. As the arthropod lunged, Haikuichthys's instincts kicked in. It swerved, breaking away from its rectilinear prison. Suddenly, its path was no longer a line, it was a curve. "What was that?" the arthropod grumbled, missing its mark. "A little something called a detour," Haikuichthys chirped, exhilarated. The predator hesitated. Curved movement meant unpredictability, but hesitation wasn't the same as surrender. The chase continued. Haikuichthys found new variations of the basic translational motion to change from initial point A to final point B, straight, rectilinear, line, curve, curvilinear, and even oscillatory movement like a swing. The rhythm of oscillation, a dance of evasion. Haikuichthys had survived barely, but the arthropod was learning. It started anticipating the curves, adjusting its strikes. So Haikuichthys did something radical. It swung its body back and forth, an oscillatory movement, zigzagging through the water. "Now you're just showing off," the arthropod groaned. "Nope, just making sure you don't get a straight answer," Haikuichthys quipped, twisting through the currents. The predator snapped at where Haikuichthys should have been, but the prey was already gone, dancing through the depths. Escape with rotatory motion. For a moment, it seemed like Haikuichthys had won. But no, the arthropod was persistent. It adapted, following the oscillations, ready to cut off its prey. "You think you're clever?" the arthropod growled. "I know I am!" Haikuichthys shot back. Then came the final move. The tiny fish twisted its entire body, flipping into a full rotational spin, creating chaotic vortices in the water. The arthropod recoiled. "That's not fair!" it shrieked, utterly baffled. "Neither is being eaten!" Haikuichthys laughed, spiraling away into the murky blue, the legacy of motion. Haikuichthys didn't just escape that day, it redefined movement itself. From rectilinear motion to curvilinear dodging, from oscillatory weaving to rotational spinning, this tiny vertebrate unlocked the secrets of motion that would one day shape the world. Millions of years later, its descendants would leap, sprint, soar, and dance. But deep in the Cambrian waters, it had all started with a simple thought. Move or be moved into someone's stomach. And with that, Haikuichthys vanished into history, a pioneer of motion, leaving behind a very confused and very hungry arthropod. Questions 1. How did Haikuichthys first move before developing complex motions? 2. What advantage did curvilinear motion provide Haikuichthys against the arthropod? 3. How did oscillatory motion help Haikuichthys evade its predator? 4. What was the final motion Haikuichthys developed, and how did it confuse the arthropod? 5. How does Haikuichthys's discovery of complex motion relate to the evolution of movement in later animals? 6. Haikuichthys initially moved in a catch-and-attack line before learning to escape more effectively. 7. The final movement. High QH this used to outmaneuver the arthropod was chick motion.